Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we will be doing a deep dive into the Queen Charge Super Bowlers. So this is pretty much the army that I am using with the Super Bowlers. Obviously you can make some changes here or there, like if you don't like the 3 ice golems you can reduce them. If you don't like the Valkyrie Wizard you can change the army however you like, but this is pretty much my version of it, and this is just gonna be diving deeper into the hows to use the army more and less about exactly what composition to use. Alright, so before we even get started, let me get something straight out of the way. I am not doing this guide because I believe the Super Bowlers are broken or that they're the next big army or anything like that. I'm doing this because someone asked me to do a guide on Queen Charge Super Bowlers. Basically the first supporter this channel had, so I'm doing this guide more so for him than because I believe the bowlers are that great. They're strong, don't get me wrong. However, I believe they are completely outclassed by throwers, Hydra, and things like that. You can get them to work. I just think they're a little bit too frail at the moment. That being said, let's dive straight into the tips and tricks, what you can do to improve, and then we'll go into some live attacks. Alright, so this is an attack I did today. We're just gonna go for the replay so I can give you more or less a general idea. Now, the very first thing you want to keep in mind is you're doing the Queen Charge for the Super Bowlers, meaning you need to have an idea of where you want to send the bowlers first, and then you're going to think about the Queen Charge. So ideally, you would like the bowlers to go in a straight line, like so, for example. This is the best case scenario. Obviously not every base is designed in a way that you will get that opportunity, or things can go wrong, you might get baited, stuff can happen, but ideally this is what you want. So if I want my bowlers to go on this path, then I have two choices. Let me go purple for the queen. I can either use my queen to take care of this side, or I can use my queen to take care of this side. Now if I use the queen to take care of, let me leave this side. If I use my queen to take care of this side, that means I'm gonna have to send the king and the duke. Let's go blue for them. The king and the duke are gonna have to go that way. Now there's gonna be the logger, heroes, a lot of damage here, so I don't believe that they'll get a lot of value. So that's why I opted to go for the king and the duke on this side, and then I would have the queen purple, the queen take care of this first, and then send the army right there. Now this is the plan that I had came up with and the 30 seconds that I had. Now you will see, let's play it a little. You'll see I'll put my queen down, and then I'll pause whenever I think there's something that needs to be explained. So I put the ice golem, balloon, queen, and then the healers always. I tend to put the queen down too quickly behind the ice golem. She's a little bit faster, so she tends to move in front. I need to work on that, but still. Now, here, this wall breaker, I got greedy, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted that wall breaker to target a wall here, so that's why I placed him like this. But then he decided to target a wall here. So as soon as I noticed that, because whenever you play, I don't know if you noticed, but whenever you place on a wall breaker, the wall he will target will be highlighted. If I remember that in the live attack, I will show you that example. But when I saw that this was the wall that he was going to be targeting, I immediately placed down another one. Now, you can already tell, because I got greedy, the wall breaker opened this wall, the plan already changed. But let's move on just a little bit more. Another thing, one of the biggest tips I can give you guys about queen charging is do not react to whatever happens. You need to be like a coward. You need to place your spells well in advance. You will see I do it exactly like this. I'll do this in the live attacks, but for example here, there's just one X-bow damaging her, and then this archer tower also. I didn't even realize, but the queen is locking in also, but still. Just one X-bow, the scatter shot, like there was no need to place the rage that early. She's in green health. Her HP is pretty much full. Now I placed it down because I knew she was about to come in into a lot of damage soon. So there you go. You see, I placed the spell well before it was even needed. Now the queen was supposed to the queen was supposed to take care of this side more for me, but she decided to go that way. Which, you know, you gotta make do with what happens. That's another thing with queen charges. Although this one was my fault, but things do happen. She changes her mind. You need to react accordingly. So now she's making that funnel for me. As you can see again, I'm just using the spells. She's not in any damage remotely, but I just don't want to risk anything. Now I place the spell more for the healers than for the queen, but I got the furnace pulled out, so I used the poison and then I recalled her. Now, if we go back to what I was saying about the plan, it would be great if you get your boulders to go straight in a straight line. So my two choices are either here or here. Now, if I go up top with the boulders like so, I don't really have anywhere that I'm going to be needing to place the king and the duke. Especially this is like a very narrow region, and then there's going to be a pathing like this if I pop the heroic torch, so some might split and go into the core, some might still keep going there, so a very bad idea to go there. So what I decided to do is just go right here into the town hall, and then I'm gonna put the king and duke on blue, and then I set them here. Now another tip when we got to that point is you do not want to place the duke nor the king too close to the main army. We will see this right here. I'm just waiting for the furnace to die with the poison. That was the delay, and then now that it's dead, the fire mites are gone. I placed on the army, and then we're gonna be starting. So let me fast forward just a bit. There you go. You see, I placed the duke and the king. They're pretty much they're very far. You don't want to place them too close. Like I wouldn't want to place the duke on this or on this. That would be too close. That would ruin the pathing. They would join together, not really clear this side, and then they wouldn't have really cleared that side that well, and then some bowlers would have veered off to the side. It's a whole mess. So place them a little bit far. The king, I always like to put him in the corner. I mean, that usually works. And then the duke somewhere in between, but just not too close. And then now the last point, or the last tip I have for super bowlers is this. You need to use the rages, the first rage early, and it needs to be in a way that the healers will be in the rage for a long period of time. Now I placed it there because I know they would move pretty quickly, and then the healers would get in the rage, because it's usually at the start. See, now the healers are in the rage. Even if the bowlers leave the rage, that's fine. Sometimes I even place the rage directly on the healers, forgetting the bowlers, because this is the part where most attacks tends to go wrong when using super bowlers. This is the initial entry when 1 or 2 die, and then you don't have enough power to go through the rest of the base. So just the attack just falls flat just right in the beginning. So that's why you need to place the first rage early. Make sure it covers the healers more than the bowlers. After that, you have the Eternal Tome to protect the bowlers, so they're not taking any damage. And even when the Eternal Tome wears off, there you go, you will still have the Heroic Torch, which is gonna give them a slight damage reduction, a faster speed, things like that. And then you have another rage again. I used the rage because the Revenge Tower was there. I didn't want to waste too much time on it, so that's why I used the rage. But let's just fast forward to the rest of the attack. This one was pretty close, came down to the warrior. Okay, not pretty close, I lied, but still. Alright, so this is pretty much all I have for tips and tricks right now. We're just gonna take it into live attacks, and then I'll talk more about things as they come up. So let's go right ahead. Alright, what do you have for me? So I'm noticing the spitters are pointing down, so I would like to start the bowlers down. But if I do, I'm guessing I would have to, it's blue, so I path them somewhere like that. But if I do that, then I'm gonna have to queen charge the town hall with the logger. I usually don't like to do that when she has the angry jelly, but I guess I don't really have a choice, so I need to put her like this. A balloon here. Now this is why I like having 3 ice golems, so I'm gonna be able to use another one. So there was a black mine here. I'm just gonna use the invis. I need her to target the logger first. Perfect. I don't need the invis yet, so let's just place a rage. And then my last balloon. Hopefully you can pick up another Stinger Mine. I don't need to save balloons for the main army because there's a Skywagon. I'm just waiting for the pathing to be caught off. Can I use a Warbreaker to get a revenge? I just now realized this. I never even saw the revenge. If I do this. No, that was risky. That was very risky, but I'll take it. I should have waited for more of the CC to come out, so I'm gonna start on this side now. I'm placing them like this because I don't want them to path into the giant bomb. And then the king, and then the duke. With the fox, he's gonna be safe from the air defense for a while, so we Gucci. And then the mini rage from the Valkyrie popped off, so I'm still good. Don't need to rage just yet. I'm gonna rage right here. Let me freeze the Keiko Bolt. That defense is deadly. And then once I'm done with the second ice golem, I'm gonna pop the Warden Eternal Tome. Can I do anything for you guys here? Nah. Let's pop the Queen ability to get the giant out, and then the rage for the super bowlers here. I think this is looking good, but I don't want to jinx it yet. Monolith, please, just leave a guy alone, bro. I'm saving the king. Just in, I don't think I'll be able to save him. He's gonna pop automatically. Right. Yeah, this is, I think, yeah, this is a triple. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so let me just fast forward, and then I think I'll do one more attack. The video is already getting pretty long, but I'll see you guys right back. Alright, what do you have for me? So, again, we want them to, let me go back to red. We want them to have a straight path like this. I don't want to send the king and the duke here because the monolith right here is gonna be a danger to them. So I'm gonna queen charge this area, send the king and the duke here, do a couple prayers, and then hopefully, you know, a triple. Let's see. Is the war? No, yeah, I need the Warbreaker. So I'm gonna use the invis first. I'm gonna pop the rage because I know the monolith is gonna be pretty nasty. There's a headhunter coming. That was too late. You see, you need to be like placing them before, like way before you need them. Is she gonna go for the guardian? You know what? No, the giant screwed me. He came right into the... I think the healers are dead, yeah. That's unfortunate. Put the duke here, the king here. And then the queen with the couple healers I have left. Can I... Nah, the Warbreaker did nothing for the king. So there's only one healer. Wow. This is gonna be a let me pop the duke. This is gonna be a beautiful attack. I'm gonna wait for the X-bow to go down and then pop the warden now. They still went to that side, which is not good at all. Put the minions here. Should I? Yeah, I think this is looking like a 1-star. I don't think I've said enough prayers. Oh, that sucks. The giant really screwed me over by coming in range of the recall. He made it so I was unable to grab all the healers with the queen. Yeah, this is a pretty bad 1-star. See, this is exactly what I mean. Even though you know exactly what to do, you know what plan to follow, things can go wrong. Now, I'm gonna lie, I don't really want to end on that note, so let me just do my final attack of the day. So I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, let's try to redeem ourselves. So, I'm seeing 2 paths. So first off, let's go red. I'm seeing I can go like this with the super bowlers, or I can go like this. Now the reason why I would choose the horizontal path is because I can go behind one of the spitters by choosing that way. So I will in fact pick that path just because of that. No other reason. Let me invis, I don't know why, but let me pop the rage. If I use a wall breaker logger, please don't do it. Let me invis here, I don't want her to go that way at all. Oh, I don't have any more invis spells. Is the, yeah, or the healers is, Jesus. I forgot to put the baby dragon. No, I did. Alright, so slight change of plans. We'll go like this because I don't want to leave this part for later. Hopefully, yeah, they still go that way. Now put the Duke, the King. That one super bowler, bro. Why are you veering off by yourself? Oh, you know, it's just one guy. Alright, so the bowlers are doing fine. The super yeti is going to the town hall. Let me pop the warden. I rage for the super yeti and the healers. Alright, let's pop the Duke. Great. Let's rage for you guys here. I'm gonna freeze. The queen is dealing with the ice golem, so I'm not gonna pop her ability yet. The heroic torch ended. Yeah, this one is another fail. Come on. Yeah, there's no way this gets to a triple. I don't know why the queen decided to go that. Oh, I still have 2 totems. I don't know why she decided to go on this side rather than just clearing up this side for me. But yeah, this is one of the biggest issues with Queen Walk. She really has a mind of her own. She does her own thing. But at least it's not a 1-star, right? So not the best, but you know what? I've had worse. So this is 8888. This is the result of the day. I had 3 triples. The second attack, I really get screwed. I'm sorry, the second attack, the first live of the video, I really got screwed by my super giant, by my giant I mean. And then the first attack, I don't know, I really wasn't focused yet. It was my first attack of the day. I just went ahead. I should really practice more. Oh, I lost the spot. Too bad. I kind of like the 8888 more. But yeah, so I went minus 41 today. That's crazy. Alright, but as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.